I joined as a mechanic. When I joined day itself, I want to become supervisor. I don't want to work as a mechanic. I want to be a supervisor. But I work mechanics. I want to understand whatever it is. After that, no, when become supervisor, I want to become manager. See, my growth, no. See, that time become manager and all, it used to take 5 to 6 years. I am manager in 1.5 years. Customer calls any day. That time and all, you no need of going to customer place. Customer will come to your place. That much demand was there for a workshop. But my thing is, no, whoever wants it, I know customer, I'll do anything to that customer. Not for money. And I have no timings. I used to work in 12 to 14 hours. There is no extra earning from that. I'm not getting any earning. People used to call me for lunch or dinner. Nothing else I used to get extra other than my salary. That 7 lakh loan, they given me 7 years. But we are cleared in 1.5 years.
Hello everyone, this is Srikanth Rajan from AR Pro. Welcome to yet another interesting episode of Inspire. So team, AR Pro is the world's largest network of professionals from the auto industry, and if you're not a member on AR Pro yet, immediately go down to our website www.autoretailpro.com and register yourself to become a free member. Well, Inspire is a show by AR Pro where we bring entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs from the auto industry in front of you who will share their experience, stories of success, and challenges that they've faced to build their empire. Well, today also we have a fantastic guest. Of course, you know his name already because you've seen the title, but let me tell you something more about him. Today's guest is Pro Ram Prasad. In fact, Pro Ram Prasad started his career in the auto industry as a mechanic in a car dealership. He comes from a very small town in Karnataka, from a place called Puttur near Mangalore, and he comes from an agricultural family. After his diploma, he came to Bangalore looking for employment. He started his career as a mechanic in one of the Maruti dealerships in Bangalore. From there, he went on to set up his own company, a service center for cars in Bangalore, which was in a very small place in partnership with two of his colleagues. From there, the journey started with an investment of 10,000 rupees. And this company has today grown to be a 400 crore empire. In fact, they have multiple dealerships of Maruti and Nexa in Bangalore, and they today have a turnover of almost 400 plus crores. So, are you ready to meet him? Okay, let's welcome Pro Ram Prasad to Inspire by AR Pro. So, welcome Pro Ram Prasad.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I am Ram Prasad. I started my career in 1990 after my college and started with the dealership working. Today I am a owner of a dealership, and my path, it is very interesting, and to tell story is very easy but very struggling it is. And we have come to this level with my two partners, one of my classmate and one my working colleague. Today reached this level. Without them, I would have not reached this level. With their support and with everyone's family support, we have reached this level.
That's fantastic to know the kind of support you had from your family and friends. Could you tell us more about this journey from the time you came to Bangalore?
See, here now, what happens, 90 when we completed my college, he didn't have, my father told me, I have to work my field. We have agriculture, we are coming from agriculture. That is very hard work, very difficult to work a year together.
So basically, where in Mangalore are you from?
I am from Puttur.
Okay.
So actually, we are from Karnataka-Kerala border, Kasaragod and Mangalore border we are. But our connection, everything is in Karnataka because that I came to Bangalore. And I studied in Sullia. Before that, I studied in Udupi. After that, I studied in Sullia.
So you come from agriculture family?
Yeah, we three also basically, my two partner also, we are three of us also, we are basically agriculture.
Okay, that's fantastic. And so, how did it happen that you wanted? When did you decide to come to Bangalore?
After my completion of diploma, and when I came to Bangalore, no job opportunity here. But Maruti, my uncle had a Maruti car. He had a Mahindra Jeep earlier, and my uncle had a Maruti car. The Mahindra Jeep, no, very difficult to drive. Maruti car, no, easy to drive. And it is more, means new what is. Like today, if you can hire a premium car, no, like Benz or Audi or something like that. That time, no, Maruti car was like that much value was there. I told my uncle I want to join this company only. Anywhere is fine. I don't want to go to. He told me to go and join Fiat. I told him I don't want Fiat. I want to go to Maruti. Then his solar owner was his known person. Because that he put me there, I went and joined solar. Because of that dealership.
Okay.
As a mechanic, I joined there.
Okay.
After completion. And after 6 months, I struggled a lot in that mechanic condition. I was very struggled a lot. I was not used to it so much hard work. But somehow I learned something. And after 6 months, I become supervisor. Meantime, no, my partner, my classmate is my classmate. We are roommates in the college. He was struggling in his house. And I went and I requested his father and I brought him to Bangalore. And he also joined with me, the solar. When I become supervisor, he become mechanic there.
Okay.
And meantime, one more Mr. Ramurthy, he was working there already as a supervisor. And we are we are close each other later after a year of time. And like that, I started my career. And I never worked in my lifetime only for myself. I used to be whoever it is, whatever it is. Somebody is not there in the lunch or see my passion of different it is. Whatever it is there in the pocket, I used to spend. Somehow I came up in that kind of life, and the family support was good for me, and my partners also. Their family support was good for us, and because that we came up. And in 91, what happened? No, that Sudhakar had a problem. My partner had a problem in dealership with my manager, and he quit the job.
Okay.
And after 2 months, other Ramurthy, he also had a problem with my senior management. He also quit the job. And on 2-3 months, they are jobless, actually. Somehow we are not able to manage. In my one salary, it was difficult to manage. And that time, we got a place, Bangalore, one of my customer. And they, like, with a small one, 10,000 rupees we have started, actually. The 10,000 rupees, small this thing we have started.
So you rented out a place?
That owner, initially he has not taken a rent also. He was my customer, actually, known person. And after that, he started taking 3,000 rupees.
Okay.
As a rent.
Okay.
And slowly, these people are, see, that time, no, getting customer was very difficult. See, they should get confident, no, to give a car to you. And we are not from Bangalore. We are from outside Bangalore. It will be not, only I was knowing some customer. Those customers, we have to request and we have to get the car there. Somehow, that problematic cars, old cars and all, and we used to repair only Maruti. And somehow, on a weekly basis, 2-3 cars used to come. And after 6 months, they started getting car, everyday car. Then somehow they started earning. Then 1 year.
So till then, you were supporting them from your income?
My income, and they also used to earn something, and 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees used to earn monthly.
Okay.
And we had taken one room in Koramangala. Means I was going late. No, it was difficult to go to family because that we had taken one room in Koramangala. and we stayed together there. They used to work day and night, both of them. And then in 93, we started in our name one workshop. It was started with the RSR Auto Clinic. The R means Ram Prasad, S means Sudhakar, R means Ramurthy, like that. We started with that name actually in Adugodi.
Okay. So when did you
Then,
set up the first outlet in Adugodi?
They started in 92, but our own workshop we started in 93.
Okay. So 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
Okay.
Up to that, no, just like roadside workshop was there, no, like that we used to work.
Okay.
Customers' house used to go and work. Some breakdown they used to attend. I was not involved. They both of them and 2 mechanics assistants was there for them. They used to work like that.
Okay.
And after that, 93, they little started billing book and all they made. And all that spare parts used to buy and a little systematic we came. I used to only tell them the system, nothing else. I was not involved there, day-to-day activities. And we are opened on bank account, all that you made 93. And 97, in Bommanhalli, when you started authorized workshop, I came and joined directly.
So 97, you got the authorized from Maruti.
We have taken on 20,000 square feet in Bommanhalli.
Okay.
And we have started business there, and I came and it was a little systematic.
Okay.
97. Then Adugodi was running like that only. This also is running. One partner was looking after that Adugodi one. Bommanhalli one, two of us we used to take care.
Okay.
97 we have become authorized.
Okay.
We are invested around 25 lakh rupees on 97.
Wow. So you earned this entire money from your existing business only, or you had to invest from your?
No, around 50% we are earned from the existing business, and we have taken around 7 lakh rupees loan from Vijaya Bank. My uncle was there in the manager. Means we didn't add anything to give.
Okay.
To them. And now one Mr. Kupendra Reddy, like MP now. That time he was there in HSR layout. He signed my guarantee that time for loan.
Okay.
He was my now he's a big man, and he has really we cannot forget him. Lifetime you have to remember him. Means only he is know us in 3 years. He came and signed our loan document.
Okay.
We didn't have anything in Bangalore.
Okay.
And they were earned around nearly 3 to 4 lakh rupees. They earned and kept, and we have taken help from our house also. They also helped us, each house. Around 25 lakhs we have started in 97.
Okay.
After that, our journey has started a little faster. We have done business in the professional manner. After that, I came and joined. I used to look after all the this thing and all. Like that, it has gone. We 3 also used to work, and 3 also used to take salary.
Okay. So in fact, when you started the business, you started with 10,000 rupees investment. And after that, you used to earn about 1,000 rupees per month.
Yeah.
Now, slowly, by the time you, in 97, when you set up the authorized service center, what was your growth?
We used to do around 97, used to earn around 2 to 3 lakh rupees per month.
Fantastic.
After all our expenditure. We also used to take salary.
Okay.
After that, we are increased our salary also. Then that time, the service, the profit was very good. One is we are only working. There was no manager. Second thing, that time the labor was more. Whatever the labor was getting, manpower cost and all, rent and all very less that time.
Okay.
Because that we used to earn more. We used to save more.
Okay.
That loan and all we are cleared in 1.5 years. That 7 lakh loan, they given me 7 years. But we are cleared in 1.5 years.
That's fantastic.
Any business, my suggestion, one more thing. Any business, initially when you are doing, you should not have any financial commitments. More. How less your financial commitment, that much you earn more. If your own money, without loan, if you are doing it, is fantastic. If you are taking loan also, initial stages should not take more than 25%.
Right.
Without business growth, without earning more, we cannot expand your business. So after automatically what happened? After that, our saving was increased. When saving has increased, we are not touched whatever we earn money. Used to reinvest on the business itself. After that, now we have started to expand the body shop. Then we have purchased the electricity land. You have purchased within a span of around 5-6 years. 2006, 25% also you are not taken loan. So you are invested around 2 crores in 2006 year. That time you are taken around 40 lakh rupees loan. Every 1.5 crores we are run in 5 years. And we are that time now we have taken our own on one single small houses also, 3 of us. That we have taken loan. But we used to pay our salary, and from the salary, we used to pay installment. Usually, dealerships are coming. No, whoever coming dealership, they have money. They'll come to do business. We have started dealership. We didn't have money when I started a dealership, but we had means we know how to do business. We learned everything, and because of that, no, in 2006 we didn't have a loan. That loan also we have cleared in 2 years. That 50 lakhs, what you are taking, 45, 50 lakhs I am taken. That loan also I am cleared in 2 years. That loan also. That bank manager used to tell me, why you are repaying, so you keep it, something else you do business, invest somewhere else, or something and all. People used to advise me. But my focus only on dealership. I want to become dealer. Because that I was managing, I want my balance sheet to be bigger. Means it should be, anywhere if I go, no, my balance sheet should have a value. I was working for that. People used to say, why you are paying so much tax? Why you are paying so much of this thing? That time, no, black money was 90% black money, 10% of white money. The business was working like that 20 years back. But I was not in that. I had my uncle was suggesting me, don't do all this. If you want to go to bank, you need your good balance sheet. Any bank, if you go, you need a good balance. But I was preparing that time itself. And then we have purchased 2-3 lands in between. That land also, you know that there was money, white and black, how much it uses. But only thing it is, the land also we are shown paid money and we are taken and in white only. But no, everyone used to blame me that time. Why you are paying so much tax? Why you are registration tax? All that. But I was little different way of thinking. My partner also used to doubt me. Why you are paying tax and but he was not understand that day. But when I am taken dealership, no, it has all given a value on that day. Since I was balance sheet was good, mine. 2012 because of that. And meantime, Maruti I was knowing everyone. Almost service to sales, regional office and zonal office almost. In head office also our name was good. Name was good because of we are zero complaint customers in service. And any customer complaint used to come to dealership, but it never used to go to Maruti.
Okay.
See, it is not that in our dealership didn't have a complaint. We used to get a complaint, never used to go to Maruti. We used to sort it out. What are the complaint? What are the customer issue? Anything it is, used to do it. And 97 we are open, we are the first people who used to say customer 24 hours breakdown service. That time no one was started, 97. Wow. I had a phone in my house and we had a phone at the workshop. We used to give our residence phone number to customer. And that 24 hours breakdown service, all that we started that time itself. And it has paid us. Customer had a faith on us. Customer has used to come us. Our growth may year on year, it may be around 50 to 60%. Used to double. Started with the 20 lakhs turnover and ended up 97. We had Bomanal itself around 99. We have reached around 1 crore turnover. Then we have, when we came to Electronic City, 2006, we are gone up to 10 crore turnover. 2012, we are doing around 20 crore turnover in service.
So 2012, you started your car dealership. So was it decided that earlier that you want to start a car dealership or it just happened?
No. I applied in 2009 also. Sorry, 99 also. 2006, 2009 also. In Mangalore, we are applied. Mangalore, we had a place actually. Our own place was there. We are applied in Mangalore, but we couldn't get. That time our balance sheet was not so good.
Okay.
And whoever applied, that dealer was very big dealer. See, any manufacturer, they see first balance sheet and how he can sustain. In the dealership, we need more money.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot blame manufacturer for that. They'll see only your balance sheet first. When you want to give a dealership, they need your balance sheet and if you have your own place or not. They'll give you a preference for your own place and your balance sheet. How much money you can invest on the dealership. If you can invest total your money other than inventory, if you're not taking loan, they'll give first preference for that. And 2009, we didn't have that much of money and we didn't have anything. Bangalore, we are lost that application. And 2012, again, it has come in. Actually, I was not interested in Bangalore. Here, competition, you are this thing and all. No, investment was more. I wanted to do it in any district headquarters, not in Bangalore. But I couldn't get any opportunity in other places. I got opportunity here itself. And 2012, we are applied. At that time, our financial position was good. Whatever required Maruti, we had money that time. And whatever project report, what we made, everything, it was they had appreciated that project report and how we did and all that. And we are shown more into service only income. We are not shown more income in sales that time. Because that 2012, they appreciated us and Maruti also, they also know us regarding customer complaint. That time we used to do 2,000 cars per month service. Some of the dealers, they were not doing that many cars service that time, 2012. We are doing around 2,500. We are reached 2,000 before dealership itself. We are reached around 2,500 car service. In 3 outlets.
2,500 cars per month.
Per month we used to do. Wow. And that and all they seen when we used to do a direct to spare parts. No, used to sell spare parts also. That and all they see in our operations. And our financial also it was meeting their requirement. So that they agreed 2012. Upgrade our dealership. But they told me, see, this is sales is a very difficult part. You may lose whatever you earned everything. It is not so easy. It is not like service. My top management, they called me and they advised me. Really, if you can take risk, you go. Otherwise, you can leave now also, they told. Advised me. When the sales, it is money. It is not so easy. Service, anybody can do. If your involvement is there in service, you can survive. But sales is not like that. It is means you need initial stages. You need full involvement as a owner, as a finance management. See, finance management is very important in sales. That 2012 there means I had a CBH also a known person and RM also a known person. They had given some tips. Then I went to some other dealer and I had all GMs and all, I found out what all the problems they faced there. Sales, service after dealership, all that. And those problems I spoke to my partners. All the issues I told them, these are all the problems we may face. You may lose whatever we earn. That is the situation. That is the thing. Then I spoke to my CA. Then I spoke to my GM, all that. And I clearly, on 2-3 days, we discussed with my partners. After getting LOI, before LOI, it was just procedure. I was little worried. Whatever I earned, I should not lose, no? We did that. And my partner, they told, let it go, whatever we are, why you are worrying so much, you go ahead with it. My partners are, it is very supportive for me. They are equal partners, sir. They are equal everything. Only 3 people also cannot take decision, any company. Only 1 person should take decision. So you can ask them, any partners, anybody, any GM, anybody can. But decision taking, that person should be very it should not be, flexible. Means today one decision, tomorrow one decision. That should not be there. Once you take decision, right or wrong, go with that. Something is very wrong, change the decision. But only thing it is, every day we should not change your decisions. And that time, I then got LOE. But 1 year I was little fearful. Means I was not knowing sales. That money involvement was more. And the HDFC Bank really that time will help us. HDFC Bank also, they also used to come and give me advice regarding good manager was there here. They also helped me a lot. And somehow first year itself in the dealership we made profit.
Wow.
We are
The
not lost.
very first year.
First year itself we have made a profit in the dealership. You ask any dealership, whoever taken dealership, 2 to 3 years they'll make loss. Why means that they'll be not having any earning, overheads are very high, and bank interest, if you have a bank interest, that will be also high, because that nobody can make profit first year. So our advantage was that we 3 people also working, and we are only maximum working people, and there is no wastage of manpower or wastage of everything, including stockyard maybe, and our loan was less. Other than inventory, we had around 2 crores loan.
Okay.
Rest of everything we arranged by relatives, friends, relatives, my family, everything. Little money we have collected from here. It is not a loan. It is all like gift.
Okay.
Gift, you can say whatever it is. People used my partner's sister, brother, my family, everyone, whatever they can help us, they helped us. That are all interest-free money.
Okay.
No, if you can give, you cannot give. If you didn't give, also nothing will happen. But if you take a loan, you have to give next month. So otherwise, interest you have to pay.
Yes.
These are all whenever any business starts, when interests are more, you need that much of income. If that much of income is not, then the sales margin is very less. Very difficult to manage in that margin. That time the service has supported very well for us, because that we are survived initial year.
So when you started sales for the first time, since your background is from service, what were the major challenges you faced those days?
See, what is that? No, it is one is sales. Your appointment of manpower, it is very important. The heads, managers, whatever you appoint managers, they should be very ethical, and they should know which car they can sell, which car cannot. It should not be dead inventory. Anything, any business, stock more is not a problem. Dead inventory should not be any business. And in that, the car, whatever moving car, Maruti will help. Any manufacturer, they'll help. They won't, initial year, they won't give you pressure, dump cars and all, they won't do. So Maruti also help. And I got a good manager also in sales. And actually, I learned sales from those managers only, and from Maruti. I am not faced like that any problem in the first year. Means whatever we didn't not had my stock more than 15 days.
Okay.
And our interest was, see, Maruti gives you 12 days interest free with the transit time. In that time, if you take booking, and when the car comes here, if you have a customer, you will be not paying interest also on that car. Because of that, our per car interest was very low, because that overhead has reduced. I sold first year 1,225 cars. Per month average 100 cars. No, it was less number. Other dealer and all, they do 300, 400 minimum. Ours was less. Number is less. But what is our advantage was, I'm not paid. See, I paid only 2,500 rupees per car interest that time. No dealer will pay so much less interest. And our the Maruti will give a rate discount incentive and all. Our target was less only. We used to achieve all incentives. And because of that, we are not made loss.
Okay.
That's why we made profit first year itself.
That's fantastic.
Any dealership will make loss where one is manpower, next is interest. The rest of the overheads are fixed. Rent is fixed. Other things are all fixed. But variable is, one is interest, one is manpower. These two things you should know how to manage.
Okay.
And because of that, we are come out of first year. Then after that, I relaxed. Otherwise, I was very much worried first year. And our expenditure, our 3 directors, we should take very less salary. We are not And now we are taking little salary, otherwise no, very less. Our expenditure was very less. 3 people also involved in the business, and everything we are knows each and everything. What is minus, what is plus, everything we are knowing, and because that we have succeeded.
That's really fantastic to know. So, what is your present turnover?
Now, say in 2017-18, we have reached 400 crores.
So, what is the? I mean, how have you ensured that your customers are kept happy always?
See, one is that no, one is basic thing is what is requirement of customers. That is no everything by teaching. Nobody can do this. Okay. And our we are top management. Top to bottom, we talk only about customers. What is the customer complaint? What is that today? And what they need? Only that we give more importance. Second thing, no. Whenever customer is not happy, no need of. If he is not talking, also is not happy. If you are calling and if he is not responding, means he is not happy only. That is basic mindset of our team. Then has to do something. See, 100% customer satisfaction is not possible. At least if you achieve an 80% for your satisfaction, then no, another 20% you can manage. People can say my customers 99% happy. It is not possible. So I mean the customers' expectations are increasing day by day, and they also know, not like earlier days now. They know, and also competition so high, and they know which dealer. If you are good, if my dealership is good, if my customer go to other dealership, if they face same problem there also, then they may come back. But we should not say that okay, customer is taking too much of advantage. Customer is not at all happy. Whatever we do, customer will be not happy. That kind of mindset should not come. You do your job. Whatever the best possible. Try to convince him. If it is not at all possible, don't hate customers. Listen customer and do it. That is our every service. See, we do service advisor monthly, all the service. See, who are facing customer, we give little more importance to them. Who are facing customers, sales executive, team leader, service advisors, will give little more importance to them. And liberty also. See, one more thing, no, the many dealers they fail. You can give extra, there will be no value. May value, may not value. But if you fine your employees, no, it will give you more negativity for your dealership. The fine word should not be there in the dealership. Deducting their salary, deducting their incentives, and putting blame on those people. See, managers we can make more stricter, but below the line, no, you should not be in the financial part. You should not be no. You have to tell them. You can tell them, okay, this time I am not deducting. Next time they may deduct, but don't deduct them. If you don't like him, please send him. Don't keep in your organization. Call him, tell him all the problems. You tell him you can find a job somewhere else and go. But putting fine to him and keeping him, it is spoil your dealership. That is my experience. I always tell my HR, anybody, anywhere, if he is not happy for you people, don't pay salary and send him. Don't deduct the thing. It will give you more negativity on the manpower mindset. That is the thing.
Okay. So, how do you ensure that your employees are happy?
See, today is different. 10 years back was different. You cannot compare 10 years back to today's the same. 10 years back, no, you call them lunch, go with them lunch, take them to this thing, yearly one, this thing. There was value. Today, that is means everyone have their own this thing. There are come up lunch, party, get. I don't know what the value they have. Today, one is you talk them nicely. One. Second thing, no, when they come with the problem, don't blame them itself. If he may be wrong, but directly in face, don't tell. So then thing, maximum incentives. Anything, The basic criteria should be customer satisfaction. Basic criteria. Rest everything it is on the earning, whatever. The company also has to survive. For everything, it's incentive. Wherever you can give incentive, maximize your incentives. People will be happy with that. So we cannot satisfy 100%. Today, if we satisfy around 65 to 70%, no, the dealership will survive. Earlier, no, my satisfaction level of my retention was around 85 to 90%. Today, it has come down to 70%. Still, I'm okay. Means whoever left people know, they will understand when you leave, go other places, they work only, they'll understand what is the benefit in your dealership. And they should not talk negative on you on the dealership when you go out. Make sure that do that. That is the basic things according to me.
No, so you mean to say that it is better to incentivize people and give higher incentive than giving higher salary?
Yeah. Say higher salary, I am not saying that you should not give. Higher salary, what happens? No, your company earning will reduce. Instead of that, the incentives more, he has to earn. Company will be not losing. See, if you appoint a CCM, she is not a earning person for you. But if you give an incentive on customer satisfaction to him or whoever, CCM, your productivity will increase. How much customer complaint is less, that much no wastage of time is also less. Because at the initial stage itself, customer, when you are there in your dealership itself, if you find this customer is not happy, means it's easy to solve this problem. If you go to next day, no, it will be really difficult to solve that problem, and you are wasting money also on that.
Okay.
That's,
When you started your business in
yeah.
car sales in 2012, there were already many existing Maruti dealerships in Bangalore.
Yes.
So, what was it that made customers come to you?
See, for us, no, one advantage is we had a customer base. That time itself, we had around 25,000 customer base. Means we were working so many years, no. Used to sell a car, whatever in the 50% our reference only. Because the no age customer we know, so that used to sell a car. One. Second thing, no, and area, see our area, there was a dealer. Number was less, no, 100 car per month. They're all around 4,000 cars. They were, I think, 3,500 cars used to sell in Bangalore. In that 100 car, we used to sell. We planned such a way that minimum car, how to break even. The discount competition is there. Others are, see, if you come a car, any car they can give. My stock level is less. I have to manage that. These are all challenging for me. One is discount, one is availability of car. But you used to manage with this kind of thing. My GM also, very good GM I got that time. He was also very good. He was a small town GM he was. He came to here and he was managing 70, 80 cars only. Because that for me it was easier.
Okay. How many sales outlets do you have as of now?
Now, say, including Nexa, main outlet 3 sales, and our outlet and Livy outlet 4.
Okay, all in Bangalore?
And 2 outlets in Kolar, means one is Bangarpeta, one is in Srinivasapura.
Okay. So, what is the kind of market share that you enjoy today in the state of Karnataka?
State of Karnataka, today I am selling around 350 cars. Last year I sold less actually. Otherwise 350 cars I was reached. It was around the 3%.
Fine. So, what is your future plan?
So right now, this year I am not planned anything. This year, first I'll survive this year. And I want to expand outside Bangalore actually. But it is permit. Maruti has to give a permission for that. And my balance sheet also has to permit for that. First year, I have to overcome this year's problem. See, what happened? March, April, May, June, you are lost. That 4 months lost to cover, I need at least 2 years. It is not so easy. And this all, this year, no loss, no profit if I do. Next year, I am thinking of to expand outside Bangalore. My advice to anybody it is, how much lesser loan dealership today's situation. One is Other than inventory, you should not have a loan. And maximum, if you have your own place, if you have at least 50%, if you have 4 outlets, 2 outlets should be your own place. It is ideal for dealership. I mean, now dealership becoming tougher and tougher. One is competition. One is overheads are increasing. Manpower cost is increasing. Today, say 2020 years back, 5-bay workshop to do, I was spending around 35 to 40 lakh rupees. Today, same workshop, if I want to do it in Bangalore, I need 2 crore rupees. That is the difference, that and that. But income has increased only maybe on 3 times, but overheads has increased 10 times. How service is becoming very difficult today situation. Actual sales somehow we can do, but service very difficult because of the manpower cost has increased highly everywhere. How to manage this, I don't know. But end of the day, service if you below goes to 10% net profit, if it goes below 10%, dealership survival will be difficult.
So, what are the major challenges that you're facing right now post COVID?
Now I'm facing one is manpower, and say now service load. Now we are around 20% down. The customer usage is very low compared to before, and body shop you are down by 50%. This is a major challenge I'm facing now.
So, do you have any proactive plans to revive them?
What now? We can call customer. We are calling we are touch with all customers. What is their position, when they're going? Only thing it is, we are increased our back office stock and quality of the call also being, means we are selecting now people. Earlier we are not given so much importance to the back office. Today we are given little more importance to the back office, whoever contacting the customers, and we are trying on that basis only. Other things are all same only. We cannot increase body shop by calling. Only I can call customers for service. That we are doing. Nothing means there is no major other than this.
Okay. So, what is your message to the generation who's coming into the auto industry right now?
Now, whoever coming to see, metro cities are different. Other than non-metros are different. Challenges are different. Problems are different. Metro and non-metro. Non-metro we can take risks. Metros are very challenging now. Whatever we do, anybody wanted to come to dealership, they should know what is the competition. So I mean, manufacturer wanted to expand. Your dealership is there or not? If they are not, you are doing good, bad, it is immaterial. Manufacturer feel that somewhere they want to expand, they'll expand. You should be ready for that to expansion. Initial, from the day one, you should think of this. And second thing, no, how much lesser loan? Bank, your own money. And you should know how to manage manpower. Selection of manpower and managing manpower. These two things are very important. The investment, building, anybody can do it. Building we can construct, any kind of infrastructure we can do it. Anybody can do that. But maintaining that, getting load, we need a good manpower. And that is also you have to meet your competition. Your own family there is a competition. Then other family there is a competition. If you cannot give, see, discount is not the solution for competition. If you once you start giving discount, no, then your dealership will go minus one. Because of your service, because of your manpower, then only that in that strength you have to increase your load. You have to get a customer confidence. Then only we can overcome with this. Otherwise, but today new dealership is not the right time to do it. Wait for some more time, expansion or new this thing. Later, I feel next year, seeing the condition, everybody before doing the dealership, not the CA balance project report, you should know your own project report, what happens. Practical project report they have to make. So any service industry, It's very difficult to the service industry. Why means it's dependent totally on customers. Every day I'm handling around 300 customers per day. 300 customers also have to make happy. Customer problem what? Bill is more, quality of service. Quality of service also has to give. You have to charge customer also. Without charging, you won't survive. Charging more, how you will satisfy him? Less charge, satisfying is not the charging more. Whatever the job has to be done, it has to be done. You have to charge for that, and you have to satisfy customer. That is challenge.
Okay. Yeah. And what about people who want to work in the dealership level? What is the message that you want to give to them?
So, whoever working any dealership, anywhere, any post, they should know what is their capacity. They should know what they has to do. Simply job is not there, means they should not go and join. They should passionate about job. That ethics and this thing are coming down. When you are taking salary, you may take 10,000 rupees, you may take 1 lakh rupees. What you given back to the company, that is most important for any manpower. See, if he cannot work after 2 months, 3 months, he feel that okay, he cannot work in this field, he can leave and go. There is no issue with that. But genuinely let him tell that company, sir, this job is not suitable for me, and he should not be blamed later. Whatever he can work, let him work. If he cannot work, he has to understand he can change his line. Otherwise, he is wasting his life. Once you work on 10 years in sales, see if you cannot promote. If you are executive, you work 5 years, 10 years, 6 years. If you cannot promote yourself, you will become waste later. Don't be there. You have to promote yourself with a time limit. Don't be over thing, but you should be able to promote yourself to executive team leader to manage at least after some time. Same job, same person doing, it is very difficult lifetime. You can make in production industry, not in sales or not in service. So in this business, one is main lesson what I learned it is, don't go for competition. Let him do dealership next to your building. Don't bother. You do your job. You survive or not survive. Don't be problem to others. And you don't change your system for the others' purpose. You do your this thing. Customer take advantage. Customer sometimes you feel that customer will take advantage. Your manpower will take advantage. Manufacturer will take advantage. This will be there in this business. But if your system is proper, your way of working, you feel that it is proper, I don't think so you have to worry for anything else. Only my sincere advice to everyone, how much lesser loan, how much lesser your overheads on towards the bank, that much you'll be happier. If you are happier, your company also will be happy. And if you as a owner, you should be free. You should not have a dedicated job, anything. You should be, the job has to be distributed everyone. My advantage is that I have 2 partners. I am totally free. I don't have any dedication day. But I have like this meeting and all will be there. I'll be doing meeting. I can postpone tomorrow. No need of doing today itself. I can do anything. I prepone. No, today afternoon I have my subsidiaries meeting. That's why I prepone. That is what their time. It is not my time. They fix the meeting mine. I won't fix my main meeting with them. When they are free time, I'll go there. I'm free. Because of that, their time, I'll give them my time to them. See, these are all the things, no? I don't know everybody, maybe small things. People may not give value for this. But if you as a owner, if you give a value of people, if you give a value for their time, I think it will be easier to do business. Many different people, different way they work. Our problem was in the Maruti, I am seeing the manufacturer, top 20 dealers, They are not depend on this work, this money earning at all. They run the business because of their name. They want a good name. They want don't those they want the publicity is very easy in a dealership when you manage it. My problem is I have to compete with those people. My challenge is my everything is this. My every bread and butter, my day-to-day activities runs for this. I 100% am depend on this. Others are not on that. Those kind of people you have to compete. That is the challenge in this dealership. Different people have different challenges. My challenge is that I am also owner. They are also owner. I may sell 300 cars. They may sell 3,000 cars. Dealership owner, they are also owner. You are also owner. My challenge also same. Their challenge also same. For them, no financial commitment is not that much challenge. For me, financial commitment is challenge. So I have to pay same salary what they are paying. I have to pay better than that. Why means otherwise no good people I won't get. And these are all the challenges are there. In there is the advantage, there is a disadvantage.
So that was fantastic to know. In fact, it was great chatting with you and understanding. So one last thing I would like to know from you is, you've got an amazing partnership with two partners, totally your three partners who manage the show. So how have you divided the responsibilities among three of you?
Right now, sales and finance, I take care. HR, finance and sales, I take care. My Ramurthy takes a total service, everything. And other Sudhakar is takes True Value this year. Last year is different. This year is taking True Value. And whatever our expansion, that government, the thing, everything, this year there is no expansion actually. I don't know, every year you do expansion. Every year we are expanded. That everything it takes for other dealer person. And we take three of us also equal salary. There is no difference. And our family is not involved so far in this. Only we three are involved.
That's amazing to know about a great partnership there, please.
If you want a partnership, no. If you want to sustain and if you want to success in partnership, you should ready to give. Should not expect anything from that. Those two people, whoever your partners, you don't expect anything from others. When you are ready to give your thing to them, their expectation become nil. Especially if you are maintaining accounts. One person has to maintain accounts. Everywhere, others also, they can sign check. They'll also sign checks. They'll be not knowing how much is their bank, what is the loan, what is that. Every day they cannot see. Monthly once report will come, they'll say according to that they'll go. But day-to-day activity, over maintaining accounts, no, is very important. See, it should not be anything. When you give others 1 rupee more, you should give, not less. And second thing, no, every day better to talk each other. Every day. What we do is afternoon we'll have lunch together in our place.
Wow.
Three of us. Maximum, I mean, maybe some days it is some work put there we may miss. Otherwise, we'll at least half an hour we'll sit in a table. Minimum. That time know that other problem, some other issue, anything comes, it comes. Any issue comes. If it is non-manageable, my problem they manage, my service people he'll manage. Any that other issues that other partner will manage. And actually we right now we three of us also not that much engaged. We are little free. I am totally free. Others also little free only. That is not that. Free in the sense I have work morning to evening, but tomorrow's plan will be done tomorrow, not today. Like that, this thing it is done.
That's great to know.
Partnership, no, sir. One thing it is there is an advantage, there is a disadvantage in the partnership. Very few people success in partnership. Success rate is less. Any company, if there is no financial issues, rest everything you can manage. And here, no, there is no sharing. Profit sharing is not there here. We are taking salary. Three of us also, what is our requirement? We are taking equal. And anything you wanted, that they will taken as advance. Other people also, same thing will come. See, our expenditures are same, equal. Three. And also, we are all very small thinking people. We are not very high-fi. Because our expenditure is very less. Because of that, our dealership is surviving. Any partnership fails because of finance management, maximum. Power, position, money. These three things is not there in your mind, then company will success.
Pro Ram Prasad, it was fantastic to know about your journey in this industry. In fact, I am sure this has been inspiration to many.
Thank you, everyone, giving this opportunity. And whoever involved in this, I don't know everybody's name. And thanks for all. And good initiation it is, whatever it is. So there will be a good thing. There is a good something. It may be good for me. Something may be good for others. Whatever the best, any day, anything it is required. Myself to you, Rajan. As Rajan, so you are interviewed me. Anything, any day required, you can call me and you can take my this thing, and I'll also learn so many things from you people. And in business or dealership running or any personal life, there is no fixed this thing. There is a change every means now change is faster. Everyone has to uh, adjust that change. Then only we can survive with a good business or a personal life. That's why change is required to everyone and for me also. And for that, if it is helpful to others, I'm very happy. My life, I'll be achieve anything else. I should be helpful for others. That is my motto. And this is, I think, this whatever you are doing, Rajan, it is really good at it. I'll be very happy. My this thing should be helpful to others.
Thank you for sharing your story on AR Pro. We wish you more success in coming years. So, team, I'm sure you are inspired with the kind of success Pro Ram Prasad could achieve with his dedication and hard work. So, with that, we come to end of our show for today. Let's catch up on the next episode with a brand new guest again. With that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off. But before I go, do press the like button and share this video with all your friends and colleagues in the auto industry. This could be inspirational to many. So, see you on the next episode. Goodbye.